global partner sends out people to work in other countries. In order to ensure they are prepared, these volunteers need to be trained. This training ensures they are ready to face the unique challenges that living and working in another country brings. One option for training is to bring everyone to you. The problem with this is the cost. With plane tickets getting more and more expensive, the benefits are often outweighed by these costs involved. On top of that, there's the question of when to schedule the training. Not everyone has the same schedule, which can make it difficult to find a mutually acceptable time. Another option is to do the training over the phone. This eliminates the need to have people travel, but has problems of its own.
Hi, Jeremy, this is Isaac Thompson calling from Global Partners. I'd like to speak with you regarding setting up a time when we can go over some of the materials that I sent you in the mail. If you would give me a call back at your convenience, I'd love to set this up. Thanks, bye. Hello, this is Isaac. Hi, Jeremy, thanks for calling me back. Yeah, I'd like to figure out a time we can go over the material I sent you in the mail. Have you had a chance to look it over? You haven't? Okay, well, let's go ahead and put off our conversation for about a week to give you a chance to look over it. How does next Tuesday at 7 o'clock your time work? No, Wednesday I'm going out of town for a meeting and I'll be gone all day. Thursday will work. What about for you? Yeah, see, the problem is 9 o'clock your time is 11 o'clock my time because of the 2-hour difference, and so that's kind of late. 7:30? Okay, I can make 7:30 work. So let's do it next Thursday at 7:30. This first part should only take about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, plus any questions you might have. And then we can go on to the second part, and we'll reschedule that at a later time. All right, thank you. Goodbye.
A third option is to use the technology that nearly everyone has, the computer and internet. This allows people to complete the training in the comfort of their own homes and at their own pace. This approach is becoming increasingly popular for schools and universities because it allows more people to be involved. It means the training can be taken to them at a much lower cost than it would be to bring everyone to the training. Having the training on a web page makes it much easier to present all the information in one place. Let's walk through what a typical user will see and how they would benefit from web training. When they first open the site, they're greeted by a welcome screen. This screen has information that's pertinent to the user, as well as instructions on how to get through the training. If desired, any announcements or information could also be put on this page. The orientation page is the first stop for trainees. Here they'll become familiar with the organization, as well as get a link to their first assignment. The handbook allows for quick jumps to pertinent information. For example, if they're unsure of how the terms GoNet employee and GoNet volunteer are defined, they can click on the glossary section and then scroll down to find the information. Raising support is high on the list of things new missionaries stress about. They're provided a book to read over it, but they still might have questions. That's why it's nice to have a person to contact. The internet is a vast resource with some excellent information about preparing to move overseas. By collecting a few key sites for them to look at, they pay attention to quality information while freeing the trainer to answer specific questions that might arise. Having the training on the web also allows for more interaction on the part of trainees. The gplinks.net website is a great resource, but only if the users are familiar with it. By putting a mini site online, they can practice navigating the links without having to worry about making unintended changes. Of course, you want to make sure they're actually doing the work, so assignments are given as a way to get feedback from them on the material they are going through. These can be detailed reports or simple exercises to ensure that they're looking over the material. On the phone, many questions get asked repeatedly. Having a frequently asked questions section helps eliminate those redundancies. This training was designed based on the Morrison, Ross, and Kemp instructional design model. It was chosen because of its detailed and cyclical approach to instructional design. It follows the analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation model, but is much more detailed in its approach. It involves identifying the problem to be solved, as well as the audience and resources. Objectives and sequencing are determined, and a strategy for meeting these is developed. Once the instruction is designed, it's implemented, and then the whole process is formally evaluated. Throughout this process, the instruction is being constantly evaluated and revised. Overall, the process is focused on the learner rather than the content. As you can tell, there are numerous benefits to providing training in a distance or online format. The first is that it eliminates the need to bring the trainees to you or send someone to them. This reduces a lot of the potential costs. The second benefit is that it can be scheduled more readily. No longer do the instructor and the trainee have to work to find a mutually acceptable time. Not everyone learns the same way or at the same pace. The advantage of web-based training is that it can be changed or modified relatively easily to fit new needs that might arise. If something isn't working, changes can be made. Things that worked well can easily be repeated. Instead of relying on phone conversations to convey material, a variety of communication methods can be used. Email, phone, and video conferencing can all be used more efficiently. Finally, there is greater accountability on both ends. The trainees have a set of material they are responsible for reviewing, as well as assignments which they use to demonstrate understanding. The instructor receives these assignments and is responsible for providing adequate feedback for the trainee. This interaction ensures communication and understanding of expectations. The training provided is necessary. However, providing the training over the phone is time-consuming and requires the instructor and the trainee to create a time when they can hold a lengthy conversation. By putting the training online, it allows the instruction to be more thorough while simultaneously freeing up the instructor to focus on other things needing to be done. Ultimately, the benefits of putting the training online far outweigh the costs.